What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? And also, welcome to June's Top 5. This particular top 5 is a top 5 that I thought about doing for really a long time now, but I didn't really know when it was the right time to do so until I realized, well, a certain movie came out not too long ago, and well, if you couldn't tell with the shirt that I'm wearing, I'm here to talk about one of the greatest animated studios that has been going on and is still making great films, and that is PIXAR. Like many people my age, or at least I want to think that many people my age, I grew up watching Pixar's films. Since Inside Out 2 is out in theaters, to which, by the way, if you haven't seen Inside Out 2, please go check it out, or if you want to see my review of Inside Out 2, go click the description below, which, by the way, spoiler, all my favorite films of the year, by the way. So I figured that since Inside Out 2 is in theaters, I would do my ranking of my top 5 favorite Pixar films, which is really quite difficult because here's the thing, guys. Pixar has been known for some of the most top tier animated films ever made. So doing a top 5, well, if I'm being honest, my 1 and 2 were deadlocks, but making the 3 through 5 choices were actually really difficult. Before I continue with today's top 5, I just wanted to say welcome to my channel, everybody. For those of you who are coming by my channel for the very first time, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you do not miss a future video, whether it's a future review, a future reaction, or even hell, a future top 5, and join me on my journey to 10K subscribers and beyond, because believe me when I say this, guys, you are not going to want to miss the cool shit I have coming your way. And also, for those of you who are coming back to my channel, welcome back. You have no idea how excited I am to see your faces once again. Before I continue on to my top 5, I want to share my honorable mentions because, believe me guys, when I say this, I love my top 5, but it wouldn't feel right if I didn't at least give these other movies as mentioned in some certain way. And by the way, just to let you all know, these are in no particular order, and my honorable mentions are Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., Ratatouille, The Incredibles, good sequel as well, by the way, and Coco. Honorable mentions aside, let's get into my top 5 favorite Pixar movies at this current moment anyways. But anyways, let's get it on. Number 5. Kicking things off at my number 5 spot, I have Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo, and by the way, fun fact, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure my brother will comment on this, I'm pretty sure this is my brother's favorite Pixar film. Alex, let me know below if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is. Not only is Finding Nemo a charming film, it's entertaining, it's absolutely hilarious, but in a way, it's a great teaching tool for those who want to get into marine biology, which really blew my mind. The voice cast is great, the animation is still great, Thomas Newman's score is brilliant. Out of all the things that I love about Finding Nemo, the thing I love about the most about this movie is the message, which I still keep to me to this day, and that is this: no matter how bleak things just may get, just keep swimming. And I absolutely love that message. It does have a terrific and a beautiful ending that leads to a pretty good sequel in Finding Dory, but yeah, love Finding Nemo, my number 5. Number 4. Coming into my number 4 spot is Pixar's foray into visual storytelling, well, for the most part, and that is WallE, which, like Finding Nemo, directed by Andrew Stanton, who would also make, well, Finding Dory. This movie just sucked me in, it hooked on and it synced me, and this is a movie that just really put a spell on me. Every single thing about this movie is just so well crafted, not in terms of the visual storytelling, but also the use of sound in this one. Not to mention as well, there are 2 particular things about WallE that I absolutely love. Not only is WallE a terrific science fiction film, a great science fiction adventure, but as well as that, this movie is also a really cute and charming romance film of 2 robots that are different ends of the technology spectrum getting together and, well, falling in love. Something about WallE that really stood out to me the first time I saw it, and it's not even more so, is all the themes of this movie hits upon it. It hits them very subtly. How we take care of the environment, consumerism, about how we attach we are to our technology, and not to mention as well how we take care of ourselves, but not in a way of preaching to, in a way, and like a good animation does for kids, teaching things for kids, but also teaching things for adults as well. And that is why it is my number 4. Coming on to my number 3 spot, well, other than that being a number 3, my number 3 holds a very special place in my heart, knowing that, well, I grew up with the first 2 films in this franchise, which would be a dead giveaway, and that is, well, Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 came out in 2010, 11 years after the events after Toy Story 2. And just to keep this in mind, guys, I was a kid when Toy Story 2, I want to say about 6 years old when Toy Story 2 came out. And I was in high school when Toy Story 3 came out. And I cannot tell you all how excited I was to see these characters I'd grown up with as a teenager, well, in high school. And I gotta tell you guys, Toy Story 3 felt like I was watching my childhood growing up, and by the end of that film, it felt like I was watching a part of my childhood go bye-bye, bye-bye. And did I cry in that theater? Abso-freaking-lutely I did. For a film that took over 10 years to come out, at that point, that film was either going to go one way or the other, and thankfully Toy Story 3 was really the best way you could have done a third movie. Not to mention as well, that sequence where Andy is playing with his toys for the final time with Bonnie and passing down the toys to Bonnie is truly one of the greatest story endings I have ever seen. Toy Story 3 was a perfect and a masterful ending that really gets everything right. That is why it's my number 3. Number 2. Coming in at my number 2, I have Up. Up is a movie that everyone always talks about the first 10 to 15 minutes, and really, I understand why, because the opening 10 minutes of this movie is just a range of emotions before that movie hits you like a truck and you are bawling like a baby. And the way how that one montage uses no dialogue but only goes by that beautiful score by Michael Giacchino is just what you call perfection. After that 10 minutes, what you're treated with for the remainder of the film is what feels like PIXAR tackling on a classic old school adventure film with not only beautiful writing, incredible animation, hilarious humor, with great character development, and really what is a terrific message about wanting to go on that last life adventure. And I've seen, by the way, many people say that Up is widely overrated. Truly, I don't understand how this movie is overrated. That final badge that Carl presents to Russell as soon as it happened, yeah, waterworks, man. Up is just, simply put, a wonderful movie. And it's my number 2 for that reason. It's number 1. My number 1 favorite film from Pixar. For those of you who have known me for a long time will easily know what this is, because ever since I saw this movie nearly 10 years ago, it is a movie that I cannot stop gushing over. This is the Pixar film that every time I see it, it not only feels like a first time viewing all over again, but it's a movie that I discover something new every time I see it. And to me, this is the Pixar film that feels like it's firing on every single cylinder possible. And that film is Inside Out. There are many, and I mean there are many words that I can use to describe my love for Inside Out. It's a movie that I find to be a perfect animated movie, and once again, directed by Pete Docter, who, I mean, I gave my spiel about him when I was talking about Up, but still, everybody involved that made this movie, I feel like they knew that they were making something special with Inside Out. It's a movie, guys, that not only deals with imagination, with creativity, but really, amongst other things, it's a movie that deals with something that we all deal with, and that is emotions and how we tackle with our emotions. Inside Out, at least for me, because I can't really speak for everybody else out there, but at least for me, Inside Out is Pixar at their Mount Everest. I say that at least for now because who knows, maybe years and years down the line, there may be another Pixar film that hits me harder than Inside Out, but as it stands right now, Inside Out, in terms of Pixar's magic, has everything. Whether it comes down to the storytelling, the voice acting, to which everybody absolutely kills it, the animation, which still looks just beautiful to this day, Michael Giacchino's incredible score, the emotion this movie makes me feel, especially every single time. It's the animated film which not only kids can watch and enjoy, parents can watch and enjoy, but most specifically, it's a film that anybody can relate to. The goal for an animated film is, for me, as a movie that people of all ages can watch, can laugh, can smile, can cry, and do all those things. And for me, guys, Inside Out is that film. I could go on and on and gush about this movie, but that is why it is my number one. And that, guys, is gonna wrap it up for my top 5 favorite Pixar films. Please comment, let me know below, guys, what are your top 5 favorite Pixar films, and also give me a couple of honorable mentions while you're at it as well. I hope you enjoyed my top 5 favorite Pixar films. If so, press the like button, or if you dislike this top 5, hit the dislike button. If you guys want to see my previous 2 videos, please click right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.